So most people think there's a slim chance that they'll ever be successful, or that people that are successful and wealthy just happen by chance, or they got lucky, or that they had rich parents. But I'm here to tell you that there is a chance for you to be successful, and that chance is no chance at all. But wait a minute, I don't mean that in a negative way. So essentially what I mean is, if you were the person that was capable of achieving your dreams and living up to your fullest potential and being, a millionaire, billionaire, whatever you're sort of aiming for, then you would already have that if the person you are right now is capable of that. So what I'm saying to you is you need to grow into that person that is deserving of that success and has the habits and personality traits that are going to easily lead them to that success and allow them to be able to keep that money once they get it. Because I've seen time and time again a lot of sort of successful people who, may have got there by luck, end up losing it all because they don't have the mindset in place and they've not grown into the person that's deserving and capable of managing that money. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to go over my sort of top 3 things that are stopping you or limiting you from being successful. So reason number 1, which you could consider a dark sort of force at your heels that is stopping you from being successful, and it's the belief that you are not responsible for your life. So what the difference is between people that are unsuccessful and successful is successful people take full control of their life and they understand that where they are in life is solely because of them and no one else. And on the other hand, you've got, sort of people that are less successful and they sort of blame everything in their environment. So they don't get paid enough by their boss, they don't get paid enough by their job, the government, has screwed them over in some sort of way. And this is a belief when I've been around a lot of sort of millionaires and successful businessmen that they really don't have at all. They take full responsibility for where they are in their life. And even at my old job, something common that I would see a lot is people complaining about, I don't get paid enough, or, I'm doing so much for this company and I only get paid this amount, I can't afford to live on this. And the harsh reality of it is that you are only ever paid in direct proportion to what you're worth to that company. So the only way for you to actually do something about that is to start your own company, or actually do something that doesn't limit your time to how much you're worth. So what I mean by that is, the one thing that's never changed in business in hundreds of years, thousands of years even, is that business is all about a value exchange. So all it is about exchanging value for money. That's all it is, essentially, broke down into the sort of elements of business. So for example, if you're sort of working in a call center or something like that, and you might be on 21 grand a year or $21,000 a year in America, and you think you should be paid more, but really you're only providing £21,000 worth of value to that company. But you might argue, I've made them so much more money, but that's not your business. That your role is only worth 21,000 to them, and you could be easily replaced. That also determines the value of your role. And how you need to do this is by finding a problem in the market that needs solving. This is something I even struggled with when I was younger as well, and when I was first starting my entrepreneurial journey, is that I was looking for the next big invention to make, how to redesign this, and that sort of the idea that comes to you in the shower. But really all you need to do is find a market with a problem and find a solution to that problem. It's simple as that. You get paid in exact proportion to the value of the problem that you're solving. So reason number 2 that is limiting your success and stopping you from being successful is that you don't understand basic human psychology. So a lot of people and a lot of sort of motivational videos on YouTube and things like that would say, you need to do this, you need to wake up at 5 a.m, you need to meditate, you need to do all this, which is completely true. All of that does help you. But the thing is that you need to understand about humans is we are wired to do the thing that is most easiest for us to do. By default, we will reset to the thing that is easiest and creates the least resistance in our life to do. So if you've got the option of working on your goals and sending hundreds of emails out a day to get clients for your business, or watching Netflix, your body and your mind automatically are going to want to watch the Netflix more, because your brain is a survival mechanism and it's trying to get you to do the thing that's going to conserve energy and take the least amount of energy, be the most comfortable for you, because that's what it's familiar with. I'm no neuroscientist or anything like that, but how your neurons fire and wire, when you repeat the same thing, you're basically burning that into your brain, into the neural circuits in your brain, and your brain gets comfy and learns how to do them sort of things quicker, and therefore creates this sort of reinforcing lazy behavior essentially. There's one sort of tip that I can give you, and that is by combining these new habits that are going to make you successful with something that is possibly not going to make you successful. So what I mean by this, for example, what I would do in the early days is I would send all the emails I need to send out to potential prospects or clients while I was watching TV or something like that. This comes from the book called Atomic Habits, but essentially what I'm doing there is I'm combining 2 habits, one of them not so useful and one of them very useful, and by doing that I'm associating the successful sort of habit and behavior with something I enjoy doing as well. So therefore it's going to make that habit a lot easier, instead of just trying to sit there and grind out hundreds of emails, your first time, when you might be the sort of person that's all you've done is watch TV for most of your life, you're not really endeavored down the business route yet. Reason number 3 that is preventing you from being successful is that you don't understand the relationship between cause and effect. And when I say you, I don't mean you personally, but I mean a lot of people, probably 99% of people don't understand how cause and effect works. And essentially, unless you are directly creating the cause, then you are just reaping the effects of other people's behavior and actions and things like that. So for example, with social media, unless you're actually producing on social media, you're consuming, so therefore you are the effect of someone else's cause. So the only way to really take control of your life is to start creating massive action and taking action towards your goals and doing things that are going to move the needle. So for example, this might be, you might want to start a company, but you've not even tried to reach out to any clients, or you've not rang any clients, you've not developed a website or anything like that. So just try and take as much action as you can to defeat this, and just understand that as long as you do nothing to proactively chase your dreams and move the needle in wherever you want to go, then you're just going to be, fall into other people's plans and fall into the people that are taking action, and you're going to become the effect of that. So you're going to become the customer of the people that are taking action, if that makes sense. So that's another important thing I wanted to go over. So reason number 4, what stops people from being successful, is essentially a false sense of entitlement. So this is something I've actually experienced personally myself when I went to university. Barely went to university, went for a year and dropped out. But yeah, a lot of people think that a certificate or a degree that says, I've achieved this is going to help you when it comes to business. And it's a complete lie, because as I mentioned, earlier in the video, that the market does not care if you've got a piece of paper that says I've got, a sports degree in this or business degree in this. All it cares about is the value exchange, and that is providing value and getting paid for that. So people go through their entire life like, I should have been this, I've got this degree, I did PhD, I've done this qualification, I'm going to do this training to get this, when really all you need to do is find a problem and solve it. And if you think that you're going to get paid millions for having a degree or anything like that, then you're completely wrong. You need to get rid of this belief as soon as possible. So I'll just leave you with this, and that's understand the concept that you are your own worst enemy. As I've mentioned in other sort of posts, you'll do nothing to achieve your highest goals, but you'll fight like hell not to breach your lowest standards. So just understand that you need to make your goals and your business goals, whatever you want to do, your highest priority. Make it such a burning desire inside you that all you want to do. What I will say as well, because I know at first it's going to be boring and you won't want to do it, and you'll rather go out with your friends and you'd rather be doing that, but at the end of the day, when you wake up 10 years later and you're in the same spot and you're in the same job that you're still complaining you're not getting paid enough for, what's it really worth to you? You've got to take action now and just start working on it every single day, even if it's a little bit at a time. 1% compounds even across the course of a year. Start taking action. You can read as many books as you want and watch as many YouTube videos as you want, but the really thing that's ever going to move the needle is by taking action. Thanks for watching, everyone, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe.